start off with a surprising fact. Did you know that the first game of what would become American football was played way back in November of 1869? Yes, that's right. The game that millions of Americans tune into every week during the fall and winter has a history that spans more than 150 years. In its early days, American football was a hybrid of soccer and rugby. In fact, the first game, played between Rutgers and Princeton, resembled more of a soccer match than what we know as football today. It wasn't until the 1880s that the game started to take shape under the guidance of Walter Camp, who is often referred to as the father of American football. Walter Camp made some significant changes to the game that shaped it into the sport we all know and love today. He introduced the line of scrimmage, the concept of downs, and the scoring system. These changes, along with others, transformed the chaotic rugby-style game into a more organized and strategic sport. The early 20th century saw further evolution in the game. The forward pass was legalized, which opened up the game and made it more exciting. In the 1920s, the National Football League, or NFL, was formed. This brought a level of professionalism to the sport, and it started to gain popularity among the masses. During the middle of the 20th century, American football truly came into its own. The NFL merged with its rival, the American Football League, in the 1960s. This led to the creation of the Super Bowl, the biggest event in American sports. The sport continued to grow in popularity, with millions of viewers tuning in every week to watch their favorite teams battle it out on the gridiron. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, American football became a global phenomenon. The NFL started playing regular season games in international locations, and the Super Bowl is now watched by hundreds of millions of people around the world. The history of American football is a fascinating journey. From its humble beginnings as a hybrid of soccer and rugby, it has evolved into a multi-billion-dollar industry that captivates audiences worldwide. This evolution was driven by innovators like Walter Camp, who saw the potential for a more organized and strategic game, and the professionals in the NFL, who brought a level of professionalism and excitement to the sport that was previously unseen. To sum up, the history of American football is a story of evolution and innovation. It started as a chaotic rugby-style game in the late 19th century. Then, under the guidance of Walter Camp, it transformed into a more organized and strategic sport. The formation of the NFL in the 1920s brought a level of professionalism to the game, and the legalization of the forward pass made it more exciting. The merger of the NFL and the AFL in the 1960s led to the creation of the Super Bowl, and the game's popularity exploded. Today, American football is a global phenomenon watched by hundreds of millions of people around the world. So the next time you tune into a game, take a moment to appreciate the history and evolution of this great sport. It's a testament to the power of innovation and the enduring appeal of a game that combines strategy, athleticism, and a little bit of chaos.